Now then, those of you who've watched my channel for a good long time will know that I used to have a 2003 Mark II Honda CRV, and now I've got a 2005, the same model CRV, and this is progress, or perhaps not. So we have to change the battery. This is the 2005 key, that's the 2003 key. So 2003 key, simple. Undo that, new battery, that's a CR2025. Pop the new one in, pop this back in with a coin. Easy. Yeah, what could be more simple? Well, actually there isn't anything more simple. So 2005, they've got done away with the separate fob and it's all in the key. But how do you change the battery? Well, now instead of using a coin, you need some of these little fine screwdrivers, and that's the fine posi screwdriver. Okay, and of course the battery before was fairly large, now the battery is a lot smaller. I don't know, so you can't just change this easily. So we undo this screw, with the right screwdriver, and just be careful, because when you're fiddling around it's quite easy to lose this screw. There, so we're going to put that somewhere separate. Okay, so what happens now? There's a little notch there. Let's just zoom down on that. Hopefully you can just see there's a little notch, and you can use that to open this fob. Okay, right, you'd think, oh great, let me just zoom out a bit. You think, oh great, I can just get to the battery. No, then you lift this out like that. Okay, I better clean this whilst we're here. And then you've got to lift these tabs. First of all, before I do that, I'm going to get the battery prepared. The main thing with these key fob batteries is when it starts, your key fob starts acting up a little bit, don't sort of not do anything, just change the battery straight away. Remember the old quote from Flann O'Brien, it is a great thing to do what is necessary before it becomes essential and unavoidable. So change the battery sooner than later. So you can't really see what's going on. Let's just zoom in. Okay, you see this little, I'll use a screwdriver, but you don't really have to. See that there? You just need to lift that up like that. Okay, and there we are. Is this progress or what? So we lift the battery out, put the battery back in. So there's the new battery in there. Okay, and you really need to, I'm not sure about how long you can keep the battery out of these things, but it's probably a good idea not to leave the battery out for a decent time. Yeah, I mean on the old Fronteras, if you left the battery out of the key for, I don't know, 10 minutes, you'd have to then do the business of putting the key in the ignition and turning it on and pressing the buttons to reinitialize it, as it were. So you saw me just put that back in there. Yeah, clip it back together, put it back together. Now on here we have, there's a key there, as it were, and we have to go like that. Yeah, and then put the screw back in where you put it safely somewhere so you didn't lose it, because if you leave it just dangling in this side of the case, you guarantee it will go flying off somewhere. And if you're doing this somewhere where there's a carpet, then you've got to get the magnet out. And even if you haven't, if you've got lino that's sort of multicoloured, you've got to get the magnet out to find that screw again. So let's just see what this battery that I've taken out, it was just occasionally not working perfectly. We're on, let's say, 20 volts, so that you can't see. So let's just put this meter across the battery. Yeah, 3 volts still, but it wasn't I just didn't have the power, I suspect. Just occasionally it would not operate, or you have to be quite close, where when you've got a good battery in there, you can be 15-18 meters away and it will operate. So there we go. Hopefully you found that interesting. Leave a message or a comment, which would be great. It all helps with sort of channel activity. Like it if you found this interesting, and I'll catch up with you on the next one. Cheers for now.